Many of my travel clients have questions when it comes to applying for or renewing their passports, such as, how long does it take to receive a passport? How do I check on the status of my application? And what does the status of my passport application mean? How can I expedite my passport? What happens if my passport doesn't come in time? Will travel insurance cover me if my passport does not arrive on time? I thought it would be a good idea to make this video to go over some of the questions and concerns regarding this topic. Please make sure to follow and subscribe to this channel as I will release more travel tips, go over important topics related to travel, and of course, talk about travel itself. Plus, you may want to follow along with me as I go on my own adventures. You never know, it may just inspire you to go somewhere new. Okay, let's get started. The first question is, how long does it take to receive a passport? Generally, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to receive a new or renewed passport with standard processing. Depending on how far in advance of your trip you apply, you might just be cutting it close or you miss your trip altogether. Next question, how do I check on the status of my application? The U.S. State Department offers online tools and phone numbers to track the status of your passport application. Start by signing up for email updates for your passport application status. You can check the status of your application by providing your last name, date of birth, and the last 4 digits of your social security number on their website. If you are unable to get the information you need, you can call the National Passport Information Center. I will leave the phone number in the comments below. The next question, what does the status of my passport application mean? When checking the status of your passport application, you may receive one of these descriptions. These terms may seem generic or confusing, so here's what they mean for your application. Not available. Your application is still in transit to a passport agency or intake facility. This term is also what you'll find if the website is experiencing a technical difficulty. Try checking back in a few hours. Arrived. This is when your passport application has arrived at the mail facility. In process. This means your application is being reviewed at an agency or processing facility. The length of time is in process depends on which type of service you selected, standard or expedited. Approved. This means they have finished reviewing your passport application and printing will soon begin. Passport mailed. Just what it means. The new passport has been mailed to your mailing address. Check the online passport status system for a tracking notification number. If you selected 2-day delivery, you should receive your passport within 2 days of the original mailing date. Supporting documents mailed. This means the supporting documents have been mailed through first-class mail. These documents arrive separately from your passport. Next question. What happens if my passport doesn't come in time? While this process generally goes smoothly, there are situations where your passport may not arrive in time. Travelers who haven't received their passport in time wonder, my passport hasn't arrived. What can I do? If 2 weeks have passed since your passport application status changed to mailed and you haven't received your passport yet, call the National Passport Information Center. When you call, the customer service agent will help you complete Form DS-86. This signed statement indicates that you haven't received your passport and it will be invalidated for travel. A new passport will be issued in 6 weeks. However, the time is reduced to 3 weeks with expedited processing. You have 90 days from when your passport was issued to complete and submit this form. After 90 days, you'll have to reapply for your passport, and again, you'll have to pay all those application fees a second time around. You may need to submit a new passport application depending on your travel dates. If you're traveling internationally, within 14 days, you will need to follow the urgent travel procedures. There are 7 ways to expedite your passport application. These are the steps you will take when you need to get your passport in a hurry. First, get expedited processing. The U.S. Department of State offers expedited processing for an extra cost on top of the standard passport application fees. This reduces the wait time to approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Purchase 2-day delivery. It can take up to 2 weeks to receive your passport after it has been mailed. For an extra cost, you can add 1 to 2-day delivery through the U.S. Postal Service. This service is available for passports, but not for passport cards. You can upgrade your application service type. Even if you didn't initially order expedited processing or 2-day delivery, you can call to add, upgrade, and pay the necessary fees over the phone. Submit the application through priority mail. Applications can take up to 2 weeks to arrive at the passport agency or processing center. Mailing your application through the U.S. Postal Service Priority Mail Express enables your application to arrive at a processing facility sooner, which can reduce the overall time it takes to get your new passport. The price varies depending on where you're located within the United States. Expedite at the agency. If you have an urgent travel within the next 14 days, you can make an appointment with a passport agency center to get your passport right away. I will provide a link in the description below for quick reference. Emergency travel appointment. In life or death situations of an immediate family member, travelers can get a new passport when they have to travel internationally within the next 3 business days. The website to make the appointment is in the video description. If you are unable to make an appointment within the 3 business days of travel, try contacting your local state representative for assistance. Sometimes they have the power to help get the ball rolling. If you get your appointment within these 3 days, passport typically is given right before you walk out of the passport facility. Passport expediting service. Private companies known as passport expediters or couriers can submit expedited passport applications on behalf of customers. These services charge extra fees, but be aware that they cannot get your passport any faster than if you had booked your own appointment. However, their expertise can handle the task on your behalf while you focus on other pressing matters. Consider travel insurance. If your timeline is looking tight, consider purchasing a standalone travel insurance policy with cancel for any reason to protect your non-refundable travel payments. Unfortunately, your passport not arriving in time for your trip doesn't really qualify you for reimbursement under the majority of travel insurance cancellation policies, which is why you need supplement with CFAR coverage. I hope this video has helped shed some light on how to obtain your passport. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will try to respond as soon as possible. If you appreciate my videos and you want to see more, hit subscribe and that wonderful like button. This way you know when a new video is released. Showing your support in this way allows me to continue creating more videos just like this one. Thank you for watching and remember to live, laugh, love, and travel. See you in the next video.